I'm next to an airport. Yeah, even though the drone will let me take off, even though you have your FAA number, it's not enough. So today I'm gonna show you LANC, low altitude authorization. You can get some permission out here, okay? So you gotta download this app first. This is the Kitty Hawk app. It's available on iOS and Android. It's Aloft now, formerly Kitty Hawk, sorry, Aloft. Aloft, Kitty Hawk, whatever you want to call it, that's the app. Download it, open up the app, and it will greet you to where you are located. You can always hit this little tracking button and it will pinpoint you in case you move. You're around and you just hit that little, see that little blue pinpoint there? It'll bring you back to home. So that's how you find where you are right now, like where I'm parked right now. Now, looking at the airspace, this is nice. They put the little numbers there to tell you how high you can fly, right? So right around where I am, there's 400 feet, and then there's a line a little above the midpoint there. Once you go above that line, now you're in the 200 feet, see? So that little box there, this little box around the 200, that's your 200 feet. Go more to the right. Now you can go up to 300 feet. So this is nice, and this is where I am. Technically, I'm over the line, so I'm in the 400 feet. Yay! I can go up to 400 feet, even though I'm not going that high. So now you swipe up, and then it shows you three warnings, so to speak, but blue warnings. It's the red ones you gotta look out for, right? And I spoke more about that with the red ones, and you want to understand how the entire airspace works in the DJI Fly app and all that stuff. Check this link up here. But right now, let's just get permission to get up in the air before the rain comes down. It says permissible altitude for authorization 400. So I can get authorization to fly up to 400 feet. That's what that means. If I click more, oh, there's a train passing. That's what we're trying to get from the air, of course. Hopefully we'll get the next one. Focus, people. Let's get this authorization done and up in the air. Good. So permissible altitude auto approval up to 400. So that means it will automatically approve me, i.e. 1, 2, 3. Good. It shows you what's going on there. Farmingdale Class D airport. So there's an airport nearby. If I swipe down back and I zoom out on the map by just pinching my fingers, I can see, uh-oh, what's that little red thing there with the runways? Yeah, that's the airport, and I'm not too far away. Actually, I think I prefer to fly close down here by the water, but it is what it is, right? We don't get to pick and choose these things all the time. We got some downtime. We got a drone. What do we buy the drone for, right? Let's fly. Good. So let's get authorization. See, there's a little box, check box there, says get authorization, get authorization. It says, now it gives you an option. Part 107 commercial or recreational. Now, if you're a recreational flyer, means you're just flying for fun, you still need permission. But the beauty is this app can give you permission for both. Because I'm making a YouTube video, I can't do the recreational because, you know, this is going on YouTube and it's a big deal. So I've got to do the 107, but just what I'm going to do for the 107, you have to do for the recreational. Now, if you didn't get your sticker yet, if you didn't register as a hobbyist, it's very easy. It's $5. It'll save you a ton of headache and potential fines. Just click this link right up here. Go get yourself hooked up with your 5 smackaroos and then come back and continue this video. All right. But assuming that you did what you were supposed to do, now you got your recreational number on your drone. You're registered with the FAA. All you have to do is hit recreational, but I'm going to hit part 107. Either which one, they're both operated the same way. It's the same procedure, whichever one you click, but don't click 107 if you don't have a 107 number. It says create a flight path. This is nice. It's very interactive. So, okay, so let's create a path. So these 4, if you zoom in over here, you'll see there's a little green box on the screen. I can stretch this. La-da-dee. I'm going to fly within here, within here, within here. This is so cute. And within here. Voila. I'm not going to go over this line because if I go over this line, guess what it's going to restrict me to? 200. So I'm going to go below the line. Like here and here, below the line. There we go. Now see, it brings me green back up to 400. Again, if I go over the line, look at the bottom there, whoop, it drops me back down to 200. So I'm not going to cross that line. I'm just going to stay in the 400. in this wide rectangular space here. Oh, make it a little wider, make it whatever shape you want, right? You just outline, hey, this is where I'm going to fly. Isn't this cute? And then you just slide the little bar here to whatever you want. Oh, I'm going to do 100, 200, 300. Look, if you're gonna give me up to 400, I'm gonna take up to 400, okay? Got it? So go take the highest height, because sometimes you're up there, you see another shot, you wanna be able to leave yourself flexibility or room. So you click next. That's it. When do I wanna fly? I wanna fly now. What do you mean when I wanna fly? I wanna fly now. How long do I wanna fly for? 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour, 45 minutes. You could take, just let them know how long you'll be in the sky. I'm not gonna be up long, maybe 45 minutes the most, but you know what? I'm gonna go an hour and a half just to give myself wiggle room so I can take my time and do what I gotta do up there, right? Average your time and give yourself extra time. Click OK. So I got 1 hour, 30 minutes. That's it. You go through the fine print. Now you're gonna fly 1 hour, 30 minutes. Hit next. Eligible for auto approval. Look at that, the date, the duration, blah, blah, everything. Just click next. And guess what? Now you can do this for the day and you can do this for the night. You can get authorization to fly in the day and to fly in the night, because now night flying is a thing, but you can only get authorization for the night if you're a 107. If you're a hobbyist, you're not gonna get the authorization. Sorry, but if you're 107, you could do this exact same thing at night. How cool is that? Okay, that's it. Shows you the name, the phone number. Great. My Part 107 certificate, all this stuff which I'm going to be blanking out so you can't see. Date of issue, terms and conditions, blah, 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 blah. Hit agree and submit. Just wait. But what's that? A text. Ha ha ha. Now, how did it notice to text me? Because I set it up in the app. When I went into the app, I created a profile, I gave them my email, I gave them my 107 number, I gave them all the information that they needed so they can process me flying fast. It's simple. It's just like signing up for anything online. When you open the app for the first time after you've downloaded it, just go in and plug in all your information. It'll store it there so you can get permission like this. Fast and easy. Now, if I go to my text message, it says, there you go. It says, request approved, authorized by the FAA in accordance with CFR Part 107/.41. Now, if you're not 107, it's going to tell you approved by the recreational, blah, 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 whatever you call that. But look, long story short is, I got this. I got permission, okay? I'm ready to go. You have the permission to fly, you're good to go. If you get stopped, you can show the permission. You can show the text message that I just got. That's permission, all right? So let's do this. Never mind, this drone is small and the rotation can spin the props open by itself. I like to open my props. I like smooth takeoff, especially from I haven't even spun my motors yet, but look what's going on my screen. I get a warning. Do I agree? There's an airport called Republic. We just saw it, right? All you gotta do is check the box, hit I agree, hit confirm, and DJI will allow you to take off. They will assume that you have permission. So let's take off, right? We do have permission. We're gonna do some 4K 30 FPS. I got my 4K 30 thing going on there, auto exposure. I can do manual exposure too, not at ISO 1600. Let's go to ISO 100. If I put ISO on auto, that's like another cheese. You see it does ISO 130. That you don't have control over manual. It does the incremental changes only when it's in auto. The only danger with that is as you turn and twist in the air and it senses a change in the light, it'll automatically adjust the ISO and your image could look a little flickering. But I'll try to keep it a straight run and let the ISO do its job so I don't have to play with the shutter speed. And if you don't know what all that means, we'll talk about that in the one of the upcoming videos with the Air 2S and these filters right here. So just sub up and stay tuned. All right, smash the like button too while you're at it. All right, I'm talking to you. Here comes the train. Let's go into sports mode and chase this guy. Not only that, let's zoom. Oh, it looks like I was outrunning the train. Here we go. We got a zoom shot going on here. Whoa. That's like a hyper zoom. Did I just come up with something over there? All right, that was a rough cut. That was a rough cut. We got one shot. We got one shot. We're zoomed in. It's not the end of the world. We got a shot. Are you out there? Are you getting that adrenaline rush from just, you know what I'm saying, train chasing and stuff? Are you enjoying this hobby? All right, I've said enough. Calm down. One wasabi, two wasabi. Deep breaths. All right, that's it. Now that's how you burn a battery. I've got 36%. I can still go and get one or two more shots, but there's the battery. There's your lunch break. There's you sitting in the car while waiting on your wife to do grocery shopping. Hopefully not purse shopping. If you know what I mean, that. Now that could take all day. Make sure you got a fly mode combo. Just saying, don't just leave the record button running. Look for shots, fly around, pick your shots, and then execute. So when it's time to edit, your computer's not crying for help. Help me, please. I've got 1 hour of footage non-stop. Like, who wants to sit down and go through all of that? Not even you. Don't be lying. You don't want to sit down and go through 1 hour of your footage. Nobody wants to do it. You look up, make sure there's nothing in front of you. If you plan to fly straight ahead, nothing in front of you. Look down and then make sure you're exposed properly. There we go. Hit the camera button to record. This is a nice shot. Look at this. You got the courtyard there. Ooh, nice. Nice. Right? And then as soon as you pass the courtyard, stop it. Don't run it for 1 hour, please. How about this? Let's zoom in and then do the courtyard shot. That's gonna look pretty hot. Let's hit record. Back up. Bet you the courtyard's gonna look a lot better now. A lot better now. Look at that. Oh, look at that shot now. Ooh. Plus I slowed down as I was approaching. Now that's the shot I want. Right? Guys, you gotta love the zoom. You gotta have some zoom in your life. Life without zoom is boring. Look how it just changes the whole composition of the shot. You know, you don't have to plan a day or take a trip. Take these little things with you anywhere. Well, it doesn't have to be the Air 2S. It could be the Air 2. The Air 2's got zoom. The Mini 2's got zoom. Any one of these 3 drones will get the job done. Evo 2 Pro as well. Cross puts you in the center, right? It's pretty much almost the center of the drone. Come down, always be in P mode so that your sensors can work in case you need to avoid anything. I'll shift over to the roof as I get closer. I just want to clear that tree. Watch out for that tree. Gotta love it. Let's get back to the fun aspect of that. Now, what are you flying? What do you got? This one does this one does that. And then we never use half the features. Let's be honest. But we obsess over it because we spend our money. Let's spend our money to have some fun. The right way, the safe way, using the features and the system that was put in place for us. Make sure you become a Patreon, guys. Big benefits to Patreon. Get direct access to me. Any questions? I'm right here on Patreon. Support this channel and there's benefits. Last Mini 2 went all the way to the UK.